here at O Lounge in Fort Lauderdale for a meet and greet with Charlie Crist. He's running for governor, and we've got our eye on it.
Charlie Crist.
Well, we're running for governor. I think it's important. If you like education and public education being supported properly, making sure that we protect our environment, that we fight for the middle class, the Charlie Crist campaign is the place to be. And we're so honored to have over 200 people here tonight. It's just a great turnout.
Now, you've been on both sides of the aisle, and now more than ever, there are a lot of independent voters. How do you plan to get them to come vote with you?
Just by telling them the truth, making sure they understand that we can do better, that Florida deserves better, and the way to do that is to change who's there now and say, Rick Scott, you've had your time, but it's time for a better future for our Florida.
And what is the biggest thing you hope to accomplish while in office?
Improve education and fight for the middle class. I mean, it's just so important. It's about fairness and making sure that all Floridians get a fair shot and a fair chance.
I was a Democratic leader when Charlie Crist was governor as a Republican, and I can tell you how he reached across the aisle made me clear to me that he was a guy who really cares about everybody, not just one political party. And I think what Florida needs right now is someone who cares about everybody, isn't coming in there to make a partisan point, but trying to lift everybody up. And he did that, and as a Democrat, I thought a lot of him. And now that he is a Democrat, I still think a lot of him, and I'm supporting him because I think this guy, Rick Scott, he's like the dark cloud over this state. We need to get rid of him. We need to bring the sunshine in, and Charlie Crist is exactly the kind of sunshine governor we need right now.
Are there any specific changes you're really hoping for to see when and if Charlie is nominated?
There are so many changes I want made. It's going to be tough to list them. We need better funding for education, which Charlie has been able to do. We need an end to the poisonous partisanship in Tallahassee. Charlie reached across aisles as a Republican, will reach across aisles as a Democrat.
And are there any specific changes you're really hoping to see him make happen?
Well, I've always loved what he did in terms of open government and transparency. I think it's a great approach that he took in terms of having open government. I also like his environmental policies. There's a wonderful state out there, wonderful beaches, wonderful natural resources, and they need to be preserved and protected. And I always appreciated his approach to our natural resources, environmental protection.
Well, I think that the state of Florida over the last few years has seen what's happened with the current administration, with the cuts to our Medicare, with the governor not allowing the Affordable Care Act to be implemented, with the cuts to education, and knowing what Charlie has done in the past, being one of the best governors of Florida, I know that he's the right choice for the future. So I'm here to support him, and I brought out a couple dozen people to support him as well.
It's going to be an interesting election year for governor. For the latest, keep checking out eyesonnews.com. For Eye on South Florida, I'm Jessica Kuzovitsky.